feels like I never had trouble getting what I want, but when it comes to you, I'm never good enough. When I don't care, I can play 'em like a Ken doll. Won't wash my hair, then make 'em.
Hola y bienvenidos y bienvenidas a un nuevo vídeo del canal. Estamos aquí de vuelta con Final Fantasy XVI y bueno, como ya sabéis, tenemos ahora mismo la opción de completar una nueva misión principal, la Dama. Seguimos con un mundo injusto, pero primero he visto que aquí han aparecido muchas misiones, así que vamos un poquito a completarlas. Por aquí tenemos negocios extramuros, así que vamos a colocar aquí una baliza y vamos a empezar yendo en busca de completar esta pequeña misión. Ya que han aparecido misiones, lo que digo, lo mejor que podemos hacer creo que es avanzar un poquito con ellas y luego ya nos centramos en la historia principal. Hola. Vaya.
So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Vale, ojo, nos dan aquí 1000 kills.
Marvelous.
Maravilloso.
The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Parece que no.
Of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly.
Vale, nos advierte de que no miremos, vale, pues negocios de extramuros. Vamos a priorizar esta misión y a ver qué pasa.
That's the day done then. With the right
Reds, whites, ale. Fresh fish, all from the sea of grace this very morning.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
You say these are all from down there?
Hola.
There's nothing here for your kind, branded. Go on now, shoot.
Pues no te doy el pedido.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard, but this here'll make them less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Vaya. Qué majos todos, de verdad. Increíble pero cierto, bueno.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Vale.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Bueno, un problema menos. Vale. Tú también tienes, ¿no, boticario?
I have no business with brand.
Qué bien que nos
I have
tratan.
business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Talega pesada.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
No lo he tocado.
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Esto es contrabando, claramente.
Cigars. Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Madre mía. Pues nada, gente. Locurón.
What did you say was in these pies again?
Vale, aquí está la destiladora.
warn you now. I don't sell to your kind.
Qué bien que nos trata todo el mundo, Me encanta.
Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming.
Gracias.
All right.
La gente muy baja,
Before the guards notice.
Bueno, vamos a darle la talega pesada a esta y a Leo. Lo siento. Toma. Ya te apañarás, chavala.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
Le han dado perfume, cigarros y ahora... A ver.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink.
El mejor
The
licor,
very
vaya.
best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Esto es contrabando a expuertas de la ciudad.
Perfume, cigars, and
Y usan a los
spirits.
portadores.
Someone has expensive tastes. Question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Bueno, nosotros vamos a entregar la misión. Y no quiero tampoco profundizar mucho en lo que estamos haciendo porque parece que estamos aquí tratando con contrabando de objetos. Así que no nos vayamos a meter en algún lío y la liemos. Hola, Tien.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it.
Vaya.
Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo
Contrabando de
teeth,
cristales.
hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Vaya, pues nada. Misión cumplida, gente. Vale, primera de estas misiones que tenemos secundarias por aquí cumplidita. La experiencia, tengo que decirlo, nos dan bastante poca, pero bueno, es lo que hay. Cuesta subir de nivel de este juego, bros. Muchísimo. Vale, vamos a ver, por aquí hay varias misiones más. Creo que una está aquí, ¿no?
Heard the bones fell favorably to the Vale then.
A ver. Voy a ver el muro un momentito. Venga, vale. ¡Vamos, Torgal! ¡Aleo! Buah, la verdad que, lo que digo, el control y todo del juego me gusta bastante, ¿eh? O sea, me ha llamado mucha atención, pero bueno, Macieu. ¡Hola! ¿Tienes una misión para mí?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Vale, pues aún queda esperanza.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden.
Vale, de nuevo hay que hacer de transportista, ¿no? Somos una mula de carga. Pero con un espadón de Ifrit que
I
flipas.
can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks.
Vale.
3 bearers, overworked and underfed.
Esto en este caso no es contrabando, sino que es para ayudar a portadores.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
Vale.
You won't be staying then.
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital. I've already risked much speaking with you this long.
Ok, pues nada. Misión aceptada, aún queda esperanza. Clive se queda en plan de ¿qué está pasando,
Crystal's
tío?
curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Aquí tenemos a uno.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Vamos a darle comida. ¡Ey! Toma, tengo comida para ti.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Bueno, vamos a ver, por ahí hay otro, ¿no? Entiendo que el que hemos visto antes curando, ese se queda para el final. Vamos a ir por aquí, a ver. ¡Hola!
I have something for you.
Toma comida.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Qué majo. Desde luego esto te hace darte cuenta de lo mal que están aquí las cosas, ¿eh? O sea, poca broma.
Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Lo siento.
It looks like you need it.
Pobrecillos, o sea, da rabia lo mal que los están tratando, o sea...
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
Estos están...
Then wait. That's what my hunger. Thank you, though.
Madre mía, chaval. Pobrecillo, de verdad. Da rabia, da mucha rabia esto.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers.
Vale,
Anyway,
vamos aquí. León.
I'd better head to the veil.
Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the Dame's being properly looked after.
Vale.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Vaya. Pues nada, orgullo y prejuicio, misión aceptada.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
Claro.
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having ya.
Pues nada, parece que esta misión va de enfrentarnos aquí a el soldado león, ¿no? Esto es un combate contra un imperial.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Zurra, tú a mí. Creo que te equivocas un poquito. ¿Decías?
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
Loco, parece que tenemos otro combatiente.
Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Hemos vencido al león y ahora toca a Robin. Pues vamos allá.
Win the Dame's favour anyway. We've got potential. I give you that.
No se va ni a tocar tampoco, ¿eh? Ahí está. Soldados derrotados. Esto ha durado menos que... Misión sencillita, poca experiencia, pero bueno, lo que digo. Ha sido divertido.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The Dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the Dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the Dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Va a ser que no. No habéis sido muy fuertes, lo siento. Bueno, pues misión cumplida, orgullo y prejuicio. Ahí tenemos las recompensas de completar la misión. Todo está guay, ya tenemos 14.000 guilds. Y ahora sí que sí, vamos a continuar un poquito con las cositas que hay que hacer por aquí. En este caso tenemos varias. A ver, aún queda esperanza, ¿no?
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something.
Hola, vengo a por el pago.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Negocios, claramente.
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Val's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Pues nada, aún queda esperanza. Completada la misión. Ahora sí, parece que podemos ya disponernos a avanzar un poquito con la dama. Como ya sabéis, estamos de vuelta al punto en el que hemos iniciado el vídeo, así que ahora lo que hay que hacer es hablar con esta chica de aquí, con la meretriz, para investigar el paradero de Tatien, que ya sabéis que es a quien estamos buscando, que parece que ha desaparecido. Así que vamos a ver qué pasa.
She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatien.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the Dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatien was an orphan, and she looked upon the Dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatien shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Vale, aquí parece que hay otra chica con la que podemos hablar. ¡Hola!
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatien. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatien, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatien was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison.
Vale.
Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Vamos a preguntar a los soldados.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour.
Heard the bones fell favourably. I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Vale. Madre mía, como tengo la voz hoy, de verdad, Me da hasta rabia, pero es que es como que se me está secando la garganta, no sé qué pasa. Bueno, vamos a seguir avanzando, vamos a venir por aquí y vamos en este caso a hablar con...
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
No traigo muy buenas nuevas, pero bueno. Algo ha averiguado Clive, eso sí que es verdad.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Vale. Vamos a ver.
That's the day done then.
Ahora hay que ir a... espera. Aquí han aparecido nuevas misiones, ¿no? Yo creo que podemos marcar esto aquí y ir a explorar un poquito. A ver, yo lo siento mucho, pero voy a ir a explorar.
With the right to confiscate any objects.
Come, treat yourself. How about a plum? China for
A ver. Esto es que aquí hay algo que une, ¿no? Con los Win, creo. Es que ya os digo que es lo que me flipa, lo grande que es todo para explorar. Al final aquí te puedes... Es donde yo creo que puedes tirarte horas y horas jugando. Porque madre mía la de cosas que hay por aquí. Pero bueno, por lo menos ahora podemos continuar un poquito con la dama. Parece que también hay nuevas misiones disponibles, así que guay la cosa. Y nosotros vamos a venir por aquí a ver qué encontramos. Raptores, estos enemigos son nuevos. ¡Hola! Vamos a por ellos. ¡Adiós! Vale, aquí hay otro. ¡Hola! Vamos allá. ¡Fuera! ¿Y esto? Ah, guilds. Ojito, aquí había un cofre, estaba claro. Vale, a ver, por aquí el tema es que también hay otra zona, por lo que estoy viendo, ¿no? Al final, aquí la exploración es súper importante. Ya os digo que una de las cosas que más ganas que tengo es el tema de... muchos me estabais preguntando, ¿por qué no has puesto el español latino? Quería completarlo primero con el audio original del juego. Pero es lo que digo, en el modo Final Fantasy lo traeré en español latino cuando toque el modo Final Fantasy. Así que don't worry, be happy. El tema es lo que digo. El doblaje me han dicho que está también bastante bien en español latino, pero quería ver, o sea, conocer las voces originales y todo lo demás. La verdad que es lo que digo, o sea, han hecho un doblaje al inglés muy bueno. En Japón había visto cosas como el trailer y tal. Está guay, pero lo que digo, quería intentar, ya que Japón, por desgracia no entiendo, pues quería oír un poquito un doblaje del que me habían hablado, que el inglés estaba muy bien y efectivamente me ha gustado bastante. Por lo que me han comentado, lo que digo, el español latino también es una auténtica maravilla, así que pues ni tan mal. Vale, vamos a ver, por aquí hay un Dragon Abyss, ¿no? Vamos a ir por aquí. ¡Hola! Obviamente, levear en el juego tiene que ser importante, pero cuesta, ¿eh? Vulnerable. Vamos allá. Fuera. ¡Adiós! Digo, aquí tiene que haber algo, efectivamente. Cofrecito. Vale, pulsera de hipogrifo, bien. Con esto sí que sí, a ver, esto ya nos lleva a los Wink, así que aquí no hay ningún problema, no debería haber nada. Pero ahora vamos a teletransportarnos aquí para empezar un poquito a explorar todas estas zonas. Así que ya sabéis cómo va esto. Nos desplazamos y al lío. Ay, muchos me preguntáis, ¿tenías ganas de aquí pasarte aquí el final? Muchas. Es que de verdad os lo digo, o sea, es algo que al final impresiona muchísimo porque te pones a pensarlo y dices, ostras, es que es un juego que de por sí la historia atrapa, ¿no? Pero también pasa mucho el tema de que dices, guau, me está gustando, me está pareciendo divertido. Mira, aquí hay un cofre. Y sobre todo, una cosa que sí que tengo que decir que me ha sorprendido gratamente es el hecho de que, no sé, me parece una historia muy adulta y muy especial. O sea, me está gustando bastante lo que es la trama y demás. Yo lo que digo, el tema del combate y eso, pues ya veremos un poquito a ver con qué nos van sorprendiendo. De momento lo que digo, las mecánicas me parecen divertidas. Y yo creo que eso al final es importante, ¿no? Pero bueno, vamos a ir por aquí, ya sabéis, antes de completar secundarias y demás, toca explorar un poquito la zona, ya que veo que aquí hay mucho que hacer. Obviamente, lo que sí que estoy viendo es que, al ser más estilo Action RPG y todo esto, ¿vale? El tema de, por ejemplo, los niveles y todo eso, es como que está muy limitado para subir de nivel. O sea, no sé si luego habrá alguna forma de cambiar un poquito eso, pero de momento eso es como lo estoy viendo. ¡Oh! Vale, aquí vamos a full. Uno menos. Si no voy a por el otro, pero se me ha bugueado o qué. Ah, no, que está cao, claro. Digo, no sé qué pasa, que le había reventado. Eso pasaba. Vale, pues esto ya está.
What are you playing at, Branded?
Uno menos. Ya. Vale, ahora aquí lo que os digo, lo que hay que intentar es llegar al Roque Poniente. Esto parece que es como una especie de fuerte, ¿no? No sé si luego nos harán venir aquí, pero de momento lo que digo, la exploración creo que es importante porque vamos encontrando objetos y demás. Aquí habrá probablemente, igual que en el otro fuerte, lo que eran un montón de enemigos. Así que vamos a derrotarlos y vamos a quitarnos de encima, ¿no? Astrólogo fuera. Ojo, que esto sí que es abierto, ¿no? Pero para que salgan. Vale, se abre, pero solo para que salgan los enemigos. Top. ¡Toma ya! Un poquito de piro y no le hace daño. Vale, vienen más. ¡Adiós! Vale, esto ya está estancado, así que una buena experiencia. Y ya habéis visto, aquí tenemos un cofrecito, ¿no? Que podemos abrir. No sé qué contenerá, pero ok, pues nada. Materiales, ¿no? Por aquí no creo que haya nada más. Pero lo bueno es que en esta zona, pues aquí está este cabo. Y yo creo que por ahí sí que podemos encontrar alguna cosa, ¿no? Vamos allá. Vale. No, el dragoncín no, tío. Vale, hemos quitado algo, va. Me ha salido un poco mal, el rollete ahí de esquivar y demás, pero bueno. Nosotros seguimos golpeándole. Ya nos quita otra vez media barra. Ah, es que no llego, tío. O sea, adiós al dragoncín. ¡Oh, Dios! Perfecto. Vale. Vamos, Torgal. Vale, aquí hay un cronolito, ¿no? Pero no podemos hacer nada con él. Pues nada. A correr toca. Lo bueno que nos hemos quitado 3 secundarias y he visto que han aparecido 2 más, así que mínimo 5 vamos a completar en este gameplay. Vamos allá. Ojo, un cáncer renal. Lobo guardo, fuera. Enemigos derrotados. ¡Wow! Vale, por aquí hay una poción. Fijaos que todo esto es enorme, ¿eh? O sea, poca broma. Estos son raptores, ¿no? Sí. ¡Adiós! Vamos a acabar con él. Fuera. Vale. Pajarillos por aquí. Vamos a por ellos. ¡Uy, 3! ¿En serio no lo estoy cogiendo? Ah, digo, ¿esto qué es? A ver, que son buitres, pero son enemigos nuevos, así que a por ellos. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fuera. Vale, más enemigos. Lo que yo os diga, esto está llenito de enemigos, amigos. Más raptores. ¡Ey, vosotros! Me presento, esta es mi espada. ¡Toma ya! Fuera uno. Y ya está. Vamos a ver, aquí hay una especie de torre. Y de aquí ya vamos a por las secundarias, gente, que lo que os digo, la exploración va bien. Sobre todo cuando casi subimos de nivel, así que ha merecido la pena. No sé cuál será el nivel máximo del juego, pero de momento la cosa pinta guay. Vale, otro bastión de imperiales. Vamos allá. Ya sabéis que vendrán refuerzos, así que vamos a esperar a que vengan para tirar los ataques en área. ¡Toma ya! Ahí. Vale, fuera. ¡Toma! Vale, este ya está atacado. Me ha dado. Adiós. Bueno. Uno menos. Y por aquí otro menos. Toma ya. Subida de nivel, por fin. Nivel 24, gente. Mola, mola. Ha merecido la pena. Y bueno, por aquí lo que os digo, tenemos este cofre. Pajín, doma demonios. Toma ya. Vale, pues ahora sí deberíamos de poder avanzar ya un poquito por aquí. Ojito, por aquí hay incluso chocobitos y demás. La clave aquí es las misiones. O sea, vamos a marcar esto de aquí primero, que es vidas en juego. Y a ver un poquito qué está pasando, ¿no? Pluma azul. Me da rabia acabar con estos juegos, lo digo en serio. Mucha rabia además. Vale.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Son 30 de experiencia, es que es absurdo. Hola, Benoit. Benoit.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy.
¿Qué dices?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Vale, voy.
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
Vale. Misión aceptada. Vidas en juego. Vamos a priorizarla. Y parece que nos manda a la costa, ¿no? Si no me equivoco. Vale.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
But if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Ya está. Enemigo derrotado. Esto no me cuadra. Vamos a ver al chaval.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
¿Qué? O sea, ¿me han intentado matar? Portadores.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Madre mía con el hombre, tío. ¿Pero qué me estás contando? ¿Qué queréis que os diga? Esto ha sido un poco bestia, ¿eh? Te vas a enterar.
Come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
Mi dueña es la dama.
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame. Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? Their pain? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, branded? The dame's pet or no, I will not abide such insolence.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Madre mía, chaval.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least.
Vale, pues vamos a enterrarlos.
How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
¡Vamos, Thorgal! Vamos a enterrarlos. Es una lástima la de muertes que están pasando y todo eso,
Victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
Pues nada.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Es triste y cruel al mismo tiempo.
Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder?
Vaya.
The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
Pues nada, muchas gracias.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again.
Puede estar guay.
Till then.
Hasta la vista. Pues nada, gente, ya lo veis aquí haciendo amigos. Y bueno, por lo menos aquí el bastardo este ha pillado un poquito cacho de lo que se merecía, ¿no? Pobres portadores. La verdad que es lo que estamos viendo aquí, es lo mal que tratan a los portadores. Y es lo que digo, al final la misión de Clive, la búsqueda que llevamos, creo que puede ser algo que realmente cambie un poquito las tornas del juego. Y eso por lo menos a mí me mola mucho. De todo modo, lo que os digo, es bastante serio los temas que se tratan en el juego. Y eso me gusta, o sea, creo que probablemente estemos ante el Final Fantasy más cruento, más adulto hasta la fecha, O sea, ya os digo que me está sorprendiendo muchísimo algunos de los temas que están tratando y lo tratan bastante bien. Aquí está Lisette, una niña.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Vale.
I can't promise I'll
A
find
buscar
her.
una mascota, ok.
I'll try.
Gatito, perro, perrito.
Describe it to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
La música de fondo no me gusta nada, ¿eh?
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Hola, campesina.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Vale.
Chloe.
Hola. No, es un perro.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl?
Vaya.
Is that?
¿Eh?
Someone napping on the job. I hope they don't mind the interruption.
¿Está viva?
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
¿Qué?
What?
Eso es una humana.
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
Qué cruel.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Yo lo siento, pero esto ha podido conmigo. O sea, es que la crueldad es increíble. La niña no se da cuenta. Creo que le ha hecho reflexionar Clive. Pero... jope, qué rabia, tío. Pensaba que era una misión normal de buscar un gatito, un perro y... no. Literal, lo que digo. Muy adulto, muy cruento el juego. Es una sorpresa continua el tema de... Son situaciones y misiones que te lo hacen pasar mal. O sea, me refiero... Te pones a pensarlo y es súper triste todo, ¿sabes? O sea, wow. A ver, que un juego te transmita estas sensaciones creo que es algo muy bueno, obviamente. Porque realmente, es lo que digo, no estamos hablando de temas de... Ah, qué risa, que... No. Hola, Bertrand.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing. and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Vale. Vamos un momento a dar una pequeña vuelta por ver si hay algún cofre o algo. Mira, aquí hay uno. Y aquí parece que está el mercader ambulante. Hola.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Vale, hay que ir a las ruinas, ¿no? Vamos allá.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces.
Gracias. Me lo he ganado. Bueno, pues pradera real, here we go. Vamos a ver, por aquí, en principio... Ojo, aquí parece que hay algo. Un momentito. Desvío pequeño, pero vamos a coger. Esto será para luego, seguro. Vale. Cofre. Y aquí están las ruinas. ¡No, gente! Están muertos. ¡Qué rabia! ¡Oh! Me da mucha rabia lo que está pasando por aquí. Es que es todo al final muerto, macho, tío. Enemigos derrotados, bien. 20 de experiencia, que es nada, literal.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Y ahí está la peineta.
So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You? Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a Dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the Dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Ah, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
Vale. Vamos allá. Es lo que digo, de nuevo, crudeza en todos los lados. Tenemos el peine, pero...
Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Vaya locurón. Me gustaría que me dijerais en comentarios si alguien sabe el nivel máximo que hay ahora en el juego y tal, porque mucha gente ha dicho que, por lo que me habéis comentado, hasta que no juegues el modo Final Fantasy o el New Game Plus no puedes subir a nivel máximo. Así que no sé si el nivel máximo es 100, si luego se puede subir más, decídmelo porque estaría bastante guay de saberlo. Pero bueno, vamos a hablar con Isabel.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatien. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatien. I believe it was yours.
Vamos a darle el peine.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Vale, pues aquí está el meteorito.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Vale. Ahora hay que ir a la capilla, ¿no? Vale, vamos a ver por aquí. El mercader este parece que tiene cosas nuevas.
Don't touch anything. Thanks for nothing.
Weren't expecting any new brand
Qué majo.
until the new moon.
Vamos allá. A ver qué pasa ahora.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Pues nada. La historia continúa avanzando sin lugar a dudas. Y eso mola bastante. Y esto es Oriflame, el burdel.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start.
Ay, madre mía.
I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the mother crystals truly are the cause of the blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is...
If the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Vale, pues parece que aquí ahora ya nos podemos desplazar, ¿no? En este caso a Cabeza de Dragón. Yo ya os digo que creo que ahí es donde continuará el siguiente capítulo, así que de momento vamos a dejarlo aquí en el gameplay. Lo que digo, me lo he pasado en grande, ha estado muy top todo lo que hemos podido avanzar. Y seguro que vamos a poder descubrir muchas más cosas en el próximo capítulo. Hemos terminado la Dama y hemos terminado en principio un mundo injusto, ya que entiendo que al entrar aquí terminamos misión. Siempre que hay una de esta batalla ya sabéis que empieza una nueva misión principal. Y no sé qué quedará ahora, pero desde luego creo que esto va a ser brutal. Así que nada más que deciros, gente. Espero que os haya gustado el gameplay, que os haya molado el vídeo. Y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo con más Final Fantasy XVI. ¡Adiós!